rants, and let's talk about Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, Breonna Taylor, and some perfectly reasonable comments that they made on TNT's NBA pregame show the other day. And, of course, people on social media wanted to cancel Charles and Shaq. Absolutely absurd. And look, anytime any kind of celebrity or sports entity breaks narrative from the woke leftist media, we're going to shine some light on it because it's refreshing. It's awesome to hear somebody be objective about this Breonna Taylor case, because we know the radical and woke left, they have absolutely just shit-canned all the facts about this case. And we're not going to go over all those facts again. I mean, good God, I've had to go over them 7 times this week probably. But the facts are out there. They're easy to find. Most of us have known about the facts on this case for 3 or 4 months now. This is from the Daily Mail. And Charles Barkley and Shaquille O'Neal have been criticized on social media after being accused of defending the Louisville police officers who killed Breonna Taylor and blaming the black EMT's boyfriends for opening fire first. She was not an EMT. Good God. Even the Daily Mail. All right. Barkley and O'Neal were discussing Taylor's death and the decision not to indict any officers in her killing during TNT's pregame ahead of the Lakers and the Denver Nuggets. Barkley argued that Taylor's death couldn't be compared to the police killing of black man George Floyd, who may have overdosed, because Taylor's boyfriend, Kenneth Walker, first fired a shot at officers when they entered the apartment with a no-knock warrant in which that they actually announced themselves before they entered. I don't think this was like George Floyd or Ahmaud Arbery and things like that. I feel sad that this young lady lost her life. I think the no-knock warrant is something we need to get rid of across the board. But we do have to take into account that her boyfriend shot at the cops and shot a cop. In fact, let's just play that video right now.
Just bad the young lady lost her life. But, we do have to take into account that her boyfriend did shoot at the cops and shot a cop. So, like I say, even though I'm really sorry she lost her life, I don't think that we can just say we can put this in the same situation with George Floyd and Ahmaud Arbery. I just don't believe that.
Okay, and this is where Shaq gets involved. O'Neal agreed and argued the officers involved were simply, quote-unquote, doing their job on a warrant signed by a judge. He also said he believed the system needed to change. You have to get a warrant signed, and some states do allow no-knock warrants. Everyone was asking for murder charges, he said. When you talk about murder, you have to show intent. A homicide occurred, and we're sorry a homicide occurred. When you have a warrant signed by a judge, you are doing your job. And I would imagine you would fire back. Right. O'Neal last year became a deputy in the auxiliary department of Florida's Broward County Sheriff's Office, but it is not clear what his duties entail. He has previously been sworn in as a reserve police officer in California, Florida, Arizona, and a deputy marshal in Lafayette, Louisiana. Yeah, Shaq has a lot of love for law enforcement. While O'Neal has held a few roles in law enforcement since retiring from the NBA in 2011, his positions have been mostly unpaid and honorary. Yeah, but he has a lot of respect for law enforcement. Kentucky's Attorney General Daniel Cameron announced on Wednesday that a grand jury had not sought criminal charges against the 3 officers, and they got Brett Hankinson on wanton endangerment. Barkley and O'Neal immediately came under fire on social media for their comments as they were accused of, quote, defending the police. And this is what people begin to say. One person branded them skin folk, not kinfolk. Quote, Charles and Shaq both throwing black women under the bus, one One account with the username Justice for Breonna Taylor wrote, "Shame in caps, I used to be a fan." Herb Jones, a former Democratic candidate for the Virginia Senate, said he lost respect for both Barkley and O'Neill after their remarks. And let me just go on record to say I think it is absolutely absurd that these two are being thrown under the bus for being objective and think. I don't agree with everything Barkley said. I still think, yes, it was a no-knock warrant, but they decided not to serve it in that manner. They actually announced themselves prior to entering the property. Daniel Cameron, the AG, did talk about that in the press conference the other day. So Kenneth Walker knew that the police was entering the house. He still chose to fire. That's why Breonna Taylor is dead right now. Okay? Between that and her making the personal decision to hang out and be involved in nefarious activities. Let's just call it what it is. You decided to get in the drug game, and you got around a lot of bad folks. I've seen the police report and a lot of the details on it. I mean, good God, they knew she was all up in it. Okay? She was not this quote-unquote innocent person. She had not been an EMT since 2016. And she wasn't an EMT because they found a dead body in a rental car in her name. Good God, people, nobody is bringing this stuff up that is in the mainstream right now, and it is so dangerous because so many people are running around like they don't know, and then I think there are a lot of people that absolutely do know. They just don't care. They want to make it about race. They want to make it a race issue. There was nothing about this that even felt remotely like a race issue. In fact, I dare say if the exact same situation had a white person involved, a white woman standing next to a white dude that opened fire on police, she would be a dead white woman today. That is exactly how I feel about it, and I feel strongly about that. I do not see any way that this was about race whatsoever, but the radical left-leaning media will absolutely push you in that direction or try to. Common sense Americans are way ahead of that. And I find it appalling that people want to throw Charles Barkley and Shaquille O'Neal under the bus. Not only that, but they question their blackness. Are you absurd? That goes right along with the sick nature of SJWs and a lot of black people calling black conservatives Uncle Toms. It's ridiculous. It's hateful in my opinion, and I just don't understand why it happens. It's absurd to me. I know my friend John Matrix. I mean, I can't imagine what all he has heard on his channel. I know what I've heard. I got told just 2 days ago, I'm white. I should not discuss black issues. Okay, so you're a racist too, literally. Yeah, just because you're black doesn't mean you can't be a racist. You can be a racist regardless of your ethnic background, period, okay? And this is my channel, and I can talk about anything I want to, and I'll continue to try to bring the truth to people when at all possible. I commend Charles Barkley and Shaquille O'Neal for keeping it real, and those people on social media, fuck them. Make sure you hit subscribe. Join the Rhodes Squadron. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.